but you just asked me before we hopped on. You said, am I thriving or am I?
Oh yeah.
So like it's so random, right? But I thought about it today that whenever you see a picture of your younger self when you're just like genuinely happy and you're smiling and there's a picture
Sure.
of you, like I have a picture of myself. I'll send it to you guys later. There's a picture of me as a baby. I'm like more of like a toddler, but I'm holding a frosted cinnamon Pop-Tart, like with one piece in my hand and a bite out of the other. And I was like genuinely happy with life. And then I
Can
saw it
you?
today.
My only request: can you recreate that photo?
Yeah, that can definitely happen. I was looking at
Can't
it today. I
wait.
was like, I was genuinely happy at the age of like 3, but I was like, but then it made me think like, when was I like genuinely happy like that and not posing for a picture and smiling?
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
you're like again legitimately happy. That's
they just caught you in the
impressive.
act of like smiling and being genuinely like
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
and full of joy. And I was like, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I was like, every other photo is just me just smiling just because I'm smiling. Because I had to
Yeah.
I'm like,
Again, you're not
there's no
Or I
genuinely
photo.
may be,
happy,
or
like
I
you
may be
said.
a bit inebriated in some form.
Yeah, but like there's no actual
Yeah,
photo of me just like
that doesn't
laughing
count.
from joy for like at least the past like 3 years. I'm like, that's really sad to think about. Like, I'll actually just send it to you guys now.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
You're saying
I'll,
like for a picture, right? Just in like that form in terms of genuine happiness, or are you just saying in general?
Or are you talking about
I
in
know, just like
general?
I mean, just like like I don't realize it until like you see a photo and you're like, I was genuinely happy with no like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be when you're younger, but even like it could have been 3 days ago when you're just caught in the act genuinely smiling and thinking about it. And you're like,
Gotcha.
but when you think back to it, you're like, yo, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my food for thought
it's
to
been
like
several.
that was like my food for thought of the day. I was like, wow,
You were
I
genuine
like
happy
that.
once.
I was happy once in my life.
So we now have possible two different titles: food for thought, or I was once genuinely happy.
Yeah, it's like a legitimate thing. I'm like, bro, like when was I like this?
No, no, that's a very fair
It is, yeah.
point to bring up, though.
But it's also something you don't
Um,
really think about that often until you see a picture like that.
oh, 100%.
Exactly.
No, you
That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
don't think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Like that's what I'm saying. You don't
most
think
of those
about it
times when
until
you're like a kid like that, when you're like 3 or 5 or however old you are, when you're a kid, when you're type genuine happiness and misery hasn't set in yet. Um,
like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the
like you're
picture
genuinely
when I
happy in
find
those
it
pictures. You're not really forcing too much of a smile if you're doing something fun or just having fun with life or something like that.
exactly like when I
Right.
find this, you will literally see like how happy I was. And I'm like, what
I can't
happened?
wait. I'm very excited to see
And I'm
this.
like, what happened?
What happened? Life happened, Brian. Life
Oh,
happened.
that's what happened.
I grew up, that's what happened. But yeah, that was my food for thought of the day. I was like, wow. I don't know what I was doing.
I
Deep in
would
my
like to think
photos.
about that. At the same time, I don't, just because I don't want to think about just pain and misery.
I have a lot of photos when I was younger, actually.
Yeah,
I look like a
that's what
person
happens.
that cracked. Like I'm just cracked on cocaine in one of them.
Oh, okay.
My hair is just like all over the place, eyes wide. It's not a good look for Brian. Brian just looks absolutely like it's like the Family Guy thing when like Peter like snorts crack or cocaine or whatever, and he's talking to Chris, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't need this, and pulls his eyeball out. Like that's what I look like. I was just absolutely insane. I'll send that to one of you guys too, but I just looked absolutely just wildly insane.
Mhm.
That might have to be my new contact footage for you. Although the one I will say I currently have is very legendary, so it'll be hard to top.
This is the one where I'm just like dead on the ground.
Down on the ground, knocked out, hat over
Yeah,
your face,
we just
Yeah.
showed
beer
one
can
of our
crushed in the
friends
middle of
that
your chest.
we
Sweet.
just showed one of our friends
Mhm.
that picture the other day on Friday, and they were like, "Is that you?" I was like, "Yeah," and like,
It's called I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
so one of my friends was like, "Dude, I'm just like so hungover." I'm like, "Dude, I blacked out twice in one day. What do you think I felt that day? I felt nothing. I died. I just had like no feeling in my entire body. I can't find this photo now. It's like one of those things you just find randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you now just can't find it. It's
Mhm.
somewhere in here.
It's got to be because why else would that just randomly jog your memory?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just like,
Unless you just have that, unless it's just one of those pictures that's just kind of tattooed in your mind or whatever.
no, I don't remember this at all. Oh, here it is. I got it. It was
All
from
right.
years ago. We took a picture. Someone sent it to me though. That's why.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I want to see your guys' reactions for this.
All right, I'm ready.
I just sent it. Like I was genuinely happy. Look at the face.
Dude, that's a great photo. I love that. All right,
Mhm.
I 100% need you.
Like,
I
don't get me
100%.
wrong. Like that's a photo that jogged everything. That was like, I'm
Yeah.
genuinely
No, that's
happy.
I'm genuinely
amazing.
happy. Yeah.
Also, I love the football shirt you have
Yeah,
on.
right.
I was just gonna say that too. Yeah.
Like I have one piece here, a larger piece here, just smiling, being happy.
Yeah, with a
And then
Pop-Tart in your
I was in the
hand.
middle of my workday. It was like 1 o'clock, and I just came upon it, and I was like, "Wow!" And then I look around, and I'm like, "My life sucks."
All it took was a Pop-Tart. You were the happiest person in the world.